You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, what's up guys? We are back with another episode. Last episode, we were absolutely cooking people with this deck right here. We were doing insane with the Floodgate Turbo deck or the Stun deck. But there's a few suggestions that you guys made, which was to play Safe Zone, take out Ultimate Offering, even though we have 2 copies of this, and it's actually a pretty decent card. I've actually enjoyed playing it to some degree, but I guess this is kind of the alternative to that. Safe Zone is, it basically activate target when attack position cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent's card effects cannot target card with card effects. So it's not like a bad card. It cannot attack your opponent directly. I mean, this card's not bad. Safe Zone, it technically protects the barrier statue in the same way that Ultimate Offering would give us an additional normal summon. So I think it's worth trying. So I'm going to put that in. And other than that, like I said, this deck was actually really performing well. The other thing that I could potentially put in is maybe a Lightning Storm. I could maybe put in an Alpha. The problem with Alpha, and the Alpha I am talking about, is the big monster, this dude right here. The problem with him is your opponent has to have more attack. So this guy is only useful going second, whereas Cashier Ogre is just generically, like, it's always good. Even going first, if we have nothing, we summon him. So that's, like, already good. And then if it's like we have him plus a barrier statue, we really have a good situation going. Alpha, you kind of have to go second. This is another card that, like, we have 2 copies of this. We could easily squeeze in another one. I'm not really sure what to take out right now. Maybe Blackout Curtain, because this is typically the card that we like to remove out of nowhere. But so far, I want to try it out, see how it goes. This deck was completely outperforming expectations last time. And since we're near the end of the season, I would like to just get a ton of packs. Okay, our opponent has chosen, I just remembered, I forgot to add the guy that searches Necrobat. I just realized I forgot to add him. But our opponent chose to go second. They chose to go second. Sorry to them. I have no idea what they're playing. This is the biggest mistake of their lives. I'm going to go... I mean, both of these barrier statues are decent. This is Fiendsmith. This is Snake Eye. I hope they're playing something that is hurt by this, because obviously I kind of want this to survive. So we'll put that into play, set this, and then we will end phase here. Necro Valley turns off the Fiendsmith stuff. This turns off the Fire King. I'm not Fire King. I guess we have a little bit of a lockdown here. So we'll see. Lightning Storm, of course. Of course, right off the bat they have Lightning Storm. And damn, that sucks for us. This is the one problem with the deck, is I swear to God, every time I play it, they like instantly have everything. I'm just gonna surrender. That's full combo. It's Sky Strikers. They have every card for every situation, and they open Lightning Storm, which means I lose. Actually, to be completely honest with you, I would have lost that duel no matter what, because we were playing against Sky Strikers, so they could just search like Afterburners and like all that stuff anyway. That is one of the worst matchups this particular deck can possibly have. Okay, this coin flip we actually legitimately won. We have a Dark Barrier statue, which is... we have a... You can't make this shit up. We have a Dark Barrier statue. Our opponent has a Dark Field, a Dark Monster, a Dark Attribute, and a Dark Monster. And more Dark Monsters. This dude, I'd bet $500,000 is playing a Dark deck. We opened the Dark Barrier statue. You honestly cannot make this shit up. But we'll try our best. So we'll activate this. We'll activate this. We don't have to fear Lightning Storm this turn because we have like 2 counters to it, so we really don't have to fear Lightning Storm. But I can bet you, I'd bet you $100,000 he is playing a dark deck. Everything about this is dark deck stuff. This guy loves coming home, turning off the lights. This guy loves the dark. This is like, it's almost guaranteed this guy's going to be playing a dark deck. If he's not, I'm going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. And I hope he's not, but it doesn't seem very, very expected. Okay, so what do we have here? Probably True Dracos. No extra deck. He's playing not True Dracos. He's playing Monarchs. So, unfortunately, this is kind of a rough one for us. I mean, they do technically special summon. They special summon the little monsters. They're going to special summon this dude. They special summon who's a light. And then they special summon, destroy this card, draw a card. We have this guy. I think we have 2 copies. I would play him, but then I have to give up Goganda. And I only have 2 copies of this guy. If I had 3 copies of this guy, I would consider it. But at 1 copy, I don't know if it's worth it. Because Goganda is really, really good in this deck. And so is Dogmatica Punishment. So I don't know if I would give up Dogmatica Punishment and Goganda for this dude when we don't have him at 3 yet. Alright, so our opponent's going to end phase. Good. Good. I think they're, like I said, I think they're playing Monarchs, which are bricky. By nature, Monarchs are bricky. This will prevent me from attacking directly, so we definitely don't want to do that yet. We have 2 Forbidden Droplets, which are hard once per turns. So there's no point to even set that card. No point. This is a go to battle phase type of situation right now. At least we did turn off this guy right here. So at least we got somewhat lucky with that. So we don't want to, yeah, we don't want to attach save zone. Yeah, we got half lucky. We got half lucky. A lot of the good Monarchs are dark. Like this guy, I forget his name. Aramis. I forget this guy's name. He's the giant zombie. It's 2800 attack. But the little ones, if I remember correctly, are special summons and they are light. So at least we can prevent those from coming out onto the board. So he's going to have to kind of do this a little slower. Monarchs is one of those decks that actually does special summon. Like, it's not like True Dracos. True Dracos just only normal summons. This deck actually does special summon. So we'll see what we can do here. Oh, but he can also tribute my monster if he has the right stuff. He has Stormforth already. See? Like, if he Stormforths me, like, what am I going to do? Yep, he's going to Stormforth. I mean, this is really unfortunate, but... Sorry, what am I supposed... That doesn't target. He just tribute summons my monster. It doesn't target. He's going to draw 2. We played 2 really bad matchups back to back. We played Monarchs and well, we played Sky Strikers followed by Monarchs, which is like the most horrific matchups you could possibly imagine for a stun deck. It's just like both of them just like absolutely destroy our stun deck. So he's going to reveal the level 8. And then he can summon the little one out. Or he can reduce the level by 1. And then tribute my monster. Reduce the level by 2, making it level 6, so you can summon it. Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate. It's like I have no real out to any of this. He's going to activate this. I'm going to go ahead and activate Forbidden Droplets. I could have played that a little smarter, actually. I'm going to send Blockout Curtain. I can use the save zone to get rid of stuff later with Forbidden Droplets if I really need to. We'll cut this guy's attack, and he'll be negated. We can also just, we can actually just save zone, but I couldn't do that in that chain. But I could have also save zoned him, and then kind of like sent it to the grave. I could have also done that. But we have that play lined up next turn if we need to, and he's already discarded 1 copy of Monarch Stormforth. He's used 1, so you can only have so many, right? And then this will let him reveal 3, add 1. Okay, he's going to add Tenacity, sure. That'll give him a quick little search. And he's got another Erebus in hand. Which again, is pretty bad for us, but this will let him search a Monarch Spell Trap card. This deck is so outrageous with how much searching it has. So much drawing, searching. Does so much. Prime Monarch. It's another great card. That's the one that summons itself as a monster. And it's like... ton of attack. Yeah, it summons itself as normal light fairy. 2400 defense. He's going to save zone. I could block this attack actually, but I'd rather keep the versatility of not. I'm not having to do that right now. I kind of have to see what we're going to draw. Okay, so end phase. He's going to go back to our turn. Lightning Storm. We have a face-up card. Oh, man. Lightning Storm, but we have a face-up card. And there's, I mean, technically speaking, I can get rid of this. But, like, dude, what am I... what does that help? I mean, okay, so we can... What the hell is that going to help? Yeah, what the hell is that going to help? I don't even know. I can use Forbidden Droplets to send this to the graveyard. And then what? And then I Lightning Storm the back row. And this monster's still on board. And then what? I safe zone it? Or I can activate this, safe zone this. Activate Forbidden Droplets. Destroy it next turn. Lightning. I don't. This is such a dumb combination of things. I mean, I guess we try to Lightning Storm here. We're gonna Forbidden Droplets. Send this to the graveyard. Again, we don't really have any other plays right now, so we'll activate this. Yeah, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. He's gonna activate Prime Monarch. I mean, this lets him, once per turn, target spell trap cards. This lets him summon a monster later, too. He's going to draw a card. This is not looking good. Yeah, honestly, this is not... This is just... What a horrific match. Like, two atrocious matchups back-to-back. Like, honestly, some of the worst matchups you could imagine. Okay, so this is the third game. We're going first with our insanely good deck. This is our third game going first. Hopefully, this is the game we actually, like... managed to do something productive, hopefully. Is we have 3 games in a row we've gone first with this deck, which is absolutely absurd. And you want to go first. It's like you have to go first. For some reason we just keep screwing, like it just goes wrong for us. So hopefully this game it does not go wrong. So we have Necro Valley and Defissure. I now have learned you have to activate both because it actually does benefit you. And then actually I shouldn't have activated both because this doesn't do anything. Might as well keep it in my hand. I should have kept Defissure in hand. So we'll see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. See, I don't have the turn chaining on. I don't have anything to chain. I'm just going to automatically Kashtira Fenrir, which is, I mean, Kashtira Unicorn. I'm going to immediately activate the effect of Witch to tag out. He's going to Ash it anyway. Which sucks for me. Yeah, there's not much I could do about that. Like this, you really can't make this shit up. These are like the worst matchups you could possibly imagine. Literally some of the worst matchups you could possibly imagine. Like it can't get any worse. We activate Defissure, his deck benefits from it. Trap Trick. Why is that in there? Why is that in there? Epsera immediately activates this. This is horrific. Yep, that gets destroyed. Unicorn's back online. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. What a horrific start to the episode. You can't make this shit up. And now we're just getting OTK. There's nothing I could do. Can you guys believe what you're... Can anybody, like, believe what they're watching? We have an anti-meta deck. We play against anti-meta. This is insane. This is crazy. I can't even get mad. Okay, I'm going to make a quick change. Not that this is going to make a huge deal. We're going to take out Blockout Curtain, one of them, and we're going to put in the Gravekeeper that searches Necro Valley. Only because it's like I've been needing to do this anyway. I just keep forgetting to. This wouldn't have changed the outcome of any of the games that we've played so far. But it's like, again, like I'm like shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that we have been playing even more anti-meta decks than our decks. Okay, we have won every coin flip today and lost every duel. Actually, the first coin flip we did not win. Necro Valley, Gravekeeper's Commandant. Okay, but at least we have Decisive Battle. So we're going to activate Necro Valley. We don't have to search it. It's already here. Normal summon this. Please don't be playing a light deck. Activate Decisive Battle. Activate Set Crackdown. And we'll just rock with this. Next turn, again, Gravekeeper's Commandant's not bad. In this case, it is better than Blackout Curtain, because next turn, this is a 2100 normal summon, so it's actually not bad. We'll see what they're playing. Hopefully it's not a light deck, because today's been comically idiotic. He's going to Small World. This could be anything. Into Droll, into Please Don't Be a Blue Eyes. Please don't be a Blue Eyes card. Actually, if it's a Blue Eyes, we have Necro Valley. But we still don't want to deal with it, but Ash into... Let's see where this gets him. It is Kashtira again. We play anti-meta. They play anti-meta. This I'm going to take because Arise Heart is a light monster. Or a dark monster, actually. But more importantly, this like banishes a monster. And then, do they have any lights whatsoever in this archetype? Like, are there any of the... Not light, not light, not light. No, there's no lights in this entire archetype. But why let him banish something? Why let him banish something, make this level 7 if we don't need to, and we just crack down and take it? Yeah, why don't we just do this? We'll crack down, take it, next turn we'll summon something with it. That's so much better. Do we have any light monsters in the extra deck for rank 4s? No, we don't. But who cares? That's fine. He's going to set some stuff, probably imperms and like stuff like that. And then we have Kashtira Ogre. Kashtira Ogre against our opponent playing Kashtiras. Okay, so we'll normal summon Commandant. And we'll go straight to the battle phase again. I can't really go into the extra deck. We don't have any lights right now. Level 4 lights. That would have been nice right here with these two if I could go into a level 4 light. But we'll just go to end phase. He can't summon anything but lights. Hopefully he doesn't open another Rise Heart. Because the deck, technically speaking, is very high leveled and bricky. Not bricky, but high leveled. Imperm. So he's going to imperm this, and he's going to negate this column also. Now he's going to be able to summon all the other Kashtira Unicorn is always there. Always there. It's semi-limited, but somehow it's in every starting hand. And now I think we're just cooked. Bro, this has been horrendous. Like, why am I playing against these decks? You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me, man. Okay, and from here he just goes full combo because Necro Valley has no effect whatsoever on this archetype entirely. Being that they banish everything. The only thing it stops is Birth, and the monster's banished, so Birth is not going to... This is like... This has been so absurd. We play against Sky Strikers, Monarchs, and double Kashtira. We bust out our anti-meta deck, and we play against the anti-meta deck. 4 times in a row. This has been absolute... I don't even know, like, what sticking... I don't even know why he banished this. It was the most least relevant of all of the cards that we've got. By far, actually. And then he can make a 3 material, a Rise Heart, banish whatever. It's just... This has been like... I don't even know what to say. I couldn't have done anything differently. That's the sad part. Alright, so this is our 5th game in a row where we're going first. 3 Condemned Witches. Okay. I'm going to try to remain a little calm, but that's... I think we all know that's a little absurd. We're going to search the Forbidden Droplets. There doesn't seem to be any hand traps, but we'll see. Maybe a Droll. A Droll would be nice. Thank you. I'll take the Droll. I wasn't going to search again. I have no way to search, so we'll just set 3 and pass. And when they summon something, I will Condemned Witch when I need to. Yep, I don't want to do any of this yet. Obviously, this is main phase 1, so they have to commit to something, then we activate it. So they're going to normal summon this. Is it again Kashtira? Is it Kashtira again? There's no way, is it? I mean, come on. They're going to tribute, summon a field spell. I'm going to wait to see what the options are here. It can't possibly be Kashtira again. You've got to be kidding me, man. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, I'm gonna shotgun this right now. There's no main deck Kashtiras. I'm gonna shotgun this now. They won't have call by. They have call by. I don't even know what to say. This is so outrageous. It's stupid. Like, it really is. This is so outrageous. It's stupid. We play against an anti-meta deck. They are playing the anti-meta deck. 5 games in a row. We go first. 5 games in a row. This happens. Pretty much. Okay, so I'm definitely going to Fiendish Chain this, but I'm going to let him activate his monster effect. Then I will Fiendish Chain it. I feel like I'm just like living in like a cursed like hamster cycle. I just keep going through the same issues over and over and over again. I don't have to deal with... I have to find a way to deal with a Kashtira Unicorn. And I'm not... I don't have the attack to deal with it. He's going to 3,000 summon the Ascended Thunder dude. I mean, our hand's not... So if he makes a rank 7, he attacks. We could. Memories of the Adversary. It's not that bad. But we'll have to see. He's going to go Armed Dragon of Annihilation. And then, okay. So he can banish our card, and then he can destroy one of our cards. It's not once per turn. If he targets one of these, it's actually really bad for us. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Forbidden Droplets, only because I can search another one next turn anyway. So, I'm going to send the Fiendish Chain that's doing nothing anyway. I'm going to Forbidden Droplets this monster. And this is actually really cool because when he attacks, we actually get to snatch his monster at half price, actually. We're going to get to snatch his monster at half price. Going to banish that, Forbidden Droplets. So we're going to cut this guy's attack in half. So when he attacks with, like I said, this will be negated. And when he attacks, we'll Memories of the Adversary. Yeah, this is no point to activate this because, again, it's you're just detaching materials for no reason. Okay, this says 28. This has 26. So actually, and he has that too. This can bring back anybody, including the Kashtira Unicorn. Alright, he's going to attack. I don't even know which one I want to take, because taking this one is like pointless. And it's expensive, so I might as well not take it. It's not enough attack to really matter. Yeah, it's 28. He's going to attack with this. Yeah, no point. He's going to attack, banish some card in our extra deck. Doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, he's going to get rid of Phoenix. That doesn't matter. And I think this is the one that we're going to Memories of the Adversary. Yep, I'm going to use this effect. Grab this. And we'll get a nice monster in 2 turns, because that way we don't have to pay too much life points. I also could have just taken this and crashed, but... Then he has Kashtira Birth. He can just bring back the monster every turn. He's going to go Zeus here. Yeah, Zeus with 1 material. Sure, whatever. 1 material, Zeus doesn't mean anything. Okay, let's see. What are we drawing here that would help? Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm's pretty good. The problem is, how do I out this board? The Zeus is in defense mode. Bro, what the fuck do I do? I mean, I Lightning Storm the back row. And then what? Summon Condemned Witch. Tag it out into... I mean, I don't know. It's just not really enough. I'll activate this. I can get rid of Kashtira Unicorn. You can bring it back. So you have to get rid of the Spawn Trap cards, because otherwise he just brings it back with the Kashtira Unicorn anyway. He has an effect. Oh, Divine Arsenal will allow him to attach a card, actually. Okay, this duel's over. This duel's over. This is, like, so stupid. This is so stupid. Like, we're just not playing regular decks. We're just playing all straight. We're playing anti-meta and, like, I don't even have to say it anymore. This is, like, terrible. Okay, we got demoted. I swear to you, that wasn't even my fault. That was just, like, there's nothing I could have even, I can't even do any, like, post-game coverage. I can't even be like, oh, you know, I should have done this differently. That was just everything just went wrong. Okay, so today is just not the day to be playing the anti-meta deck, so we're going to be playing Marincess. I'm going to put in Marbled Rock. We pulled it last episode. I don't even know what to really take out. A lot of these cards are good. Maybe Nightmare Cerberus, because I don't go into it that much, so I'll get rid of Nightmare Cerberus, save this deck. I think this is decent. Let me just read this real quick before target a Marincess card in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send one Marincess monster from your hand to the graveyard. Monsters you control can be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage. Okay. So, I don't know how good this really is. I remember this was a secret rare when it came out, but it doesn't seem that good. It gives you a recursion. I guess it's kind of nice because it can get you back to field spell and like other stuff like that. So, it's decent. So, I'm going to be playing this deck now because that was just... That was painful to watch. It was painful to be a part of. That was horrible. What we just went through was just... I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Okay, so we just lost a coin flip. We finally lose the coin flip. They're playing at Emancipators. I don't think Ghost Ogreing this is really that great, but it keeps him off of the... Emancipator cards, the other one. I actually don't think this is a bad Ghost Ogre here. So if we pop this, they summon maybe another rock, or if they whiff, even better. I actually think this is a pretty decent Ghost. I'm going to go ahead and Ghost Ogre this. That's not a bad Ghost Ogre, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now my Bestial Ball Strike's live, too. Technically live. So we pop that, and they got to hit a rock. MST. Okay, they hit a rock. Kawaki Meru, and then the same supply. Okay, Seekers, 3 Seekers. Analyzers, I mean to say. And that lets him do that. That's fine. You can add a Kawaki Meru card. I mean, technically, he already wasted his normal summon, so this guy's alone. See, I kept him off of a level 8 Synchro. And then he's going to add, there's that Sandman. Sandman negates a trap card. Cartehoon. Piece of water. He gives him an extra normal summon. And go maybe rank 4 or something. Rock is another deck that we've thought about playing. Damn, Seeker too. That sucks. So he's got all 3 here. I mean, nothing. He's playing Vernussloof, Gamma, the Magnet. We have 2 Magnet inductions. So he's playing like Magnet Warriors with Emancipators. I still don't regret the move that I made there. Like if he just had whiffed on that first one, he hit 1 monster. If he just whiffed, this turn would have just been over. He would have just passed. Actually, no, he would have still had the double normal summon of this, so it's fine. He still would have had plays. But I honestly don't think that there's like crazier plays that we could... I don't think there's a better Ghost Ogre target than what we did. Like, what am I going to Ghost Ogre this? Okay. I honestly don't think that there was a better Ghost Ogre target. We gotta hope that he throws like a dark rock into the graveyard or something. His name actually got me too. I thought this was gonna be a masochist or something. I thought I saw this. I thought it was gonna be a masochist dude, but this is obviously not a masochist. This is like outrageously good. This is one of those like classic combo decks from a few years ago where they just like it's like a replay deck. It's another like really bad matchup for us because it's like we have a Bestial that's not doing anything. Triple Tax is going to be negated. Marincess Dive is going to be negated. Bellissima is pointless because the whole point of Bellissima is to get into the Link monster that searches a spawn trap card when we activate it. This is going to negate it anyway. So we're going to see momentarily here. I think this is pretty much wrapped up for us. Cloud Beast. Yeah. I mean, maybe this guy's a masochist. I don't know. He's a masochist. This is a really good deck. This is a really excellent deck. Probably one of the best I've seen. Yeah, Baron. Yeah, if this guy's a masochist, I'm very impressed. And then we got Baron, Naturia Beast, Granite. Unfortunately, there's like nothing I can really like. Shathana, okay, Shathana. I can use Shathana to bait something here, I guess, but we can start by trying to bait something. I guess we'll Bestial Baldrake, banish Cloud Beast. They kind of have to negate this, otherwise Naturia Beast, never mind. They have a Judgment anyway. I mean, I just realized I actually could have played. I'm an idiot. I actually could have played this. Oh, I should have played that differently. I should have summoned that Baldrake earlier. Actually, there wasn't really a point to summon. There was no way I could have played that differently. If I summoned Baldrake during his turn, he could have just destroyed it with Baron anyway. So if he destroyed that Baldrake with Baron, it wouldn't have meant anything. I guess I could have summoned Baldrake during the end phase, during my turn, ran over the Naturia Beast. I could have that's probably the best thing that I could have done. I could have done that differently, and then I would have maybe tried to play around with the triple tactics and stuff like that. So that's maybe the plays that I could have made, but this is this one is probably my fault. Not that it would have guaranteed anything, but yeah, now we're just done. Because I can't activate anything, because he could just activate Naturia Beast infinitely to negate all of my effects. Because I still wouldn't have baited out the Baron. Damn, I really misplayed that. I didn't think that through. Yeah, this is like I said, this is kind of unfortunate. Sea Angel. And I think from here we have nothing really left, because this isn't even once per chain. This is just forever. Like I no matter what I activate, like watch, I just activate it, he negates it. Damn, I really could have played that better. This really sucks, actually. I mean, what would have changed? I would have had my spells live. That's what would have changed. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. I completely blew this game. This is totally my fault. I should have played that better. I probably was just frustrated from previous matches, and I just wasn't in the right headspace. That's my fault. But this is actually a crazy list. 2 Barons, Crystal Wing. Like, this has been a masochist that's been going at it for a very long time. I'm disappointed. I wasted such a great potential match, because this could have been really fun. Okay, so we won the coin flip. The hand isn't the worst. It's not the best. I guess we just summon the Kashtira. Summon out the Kashtira Ogre. And probably just pass. Hopefully they max CS here. That would be absolutely amazing, but they never do. I'm probably playing, if I had to guess, Labyrinth. Probably playing Labyrinth based on the cosmetics. And, damn, if they didn't activate anything, that kind of sucks. Maybe they have an impermanent hand. We're going to start setting. Yeah, this is already looking bad. This is already looking bad. You never want to see this. I'm going to summon Ariana. I actually think that Solemn Warning on Ariana is not bad, because then they can't get to their other stuff, to their trap cards. So I actually will be doing that, because that'll get Ariana off the field, but more importantly, that will also stop them from getting to the Labyrinth spell trap cards, which is pretty important. They're going to activate Coup Clock, which will allow him to activate something. I'm going to definitely Kashtira Ogre this. I think this is very important, because then I'm going to try to banish one of the Silver Castles or something like that. One of the monsters. Archfiend. They're actually playing Archfiend. In this particular case, I think the best thing to banish would actually be Big Welcomes. Even though I know they're playing 3 probably of each, I think that's a pretty decent card to banish. Because then we keep them somewhat off the grind game. And they've got this thing, the Labyrinth, which means they're going to be popping things. And they're going to straight to the end phase. Okay, so I don't know what they've got face down. And truthfully, I don't really care. They've got Warning. I mean, Judgment now. I think we just go straight to the battle phase and just attack. And hope that's enough. I don't know. Definitely activating this. I hope it doesn't start any kind of a chain that ends badly for us, but Imperm is fine. So we're still doing 28. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. So we're still doing damage. We might have something else. This is not good. Welcome Labyrinth. Yeah, that sucks too, because they're going to be able to pop a card with this stupid card. the Labyrinth. But if they're, yeah, that sucks. Silver Castle. They're going to be able to pop whatever they want with this. Right here, they're going to pop that, sure. Not that I really have a choice. That's negated, so now I can't even activate my other Fiendish Chain. Again, I can't activate Fiendish Chain right now. And not that it would matter. They're going to activate this to special summon a Fiend, probably Ariana. I can't stop it. And because this is in battle phase, I can't use the effect of this Triple Tactics Talents, the card that historically has never worked out for us. What I think is like kind of hilarious is that we are playing Marincess, but we basically open stun. I think that's so like, it's so stupid, but like we actually did basically open stun, even though we're playing Marincess. Yep, they're gonna Lovely Labyrinth, and usually when Lovely Labyrinth comes down on the field, it usually is the kiss of death, because that card is so difficult to out. When they have a set card, it's just like borderline impossible. Domain phase 2, Solemn Judgment, and just pass here. Yeah, this card is like borderline impossible to out. When there's a set card, you can't be destroyed by card effects, can't be destroyed, can't be targeted. I just have no way to really interact with this card in any meaningful way. I'm gonna activate this, so we'll get him like a Labyrinth card back. I can't let him do this, or Imperm. I can't let him do this, so I kind of have to Fiendish Chain this. Plus, this will like turn off that effect permanently, which is nice. We don't want a Solemn Warning our own card, or Solemn Judgment our own card. So that'll be negated permanently. That's good at least. And then we'll Kashtira Ogre, try to hit something else that's important if we can. Labyrinth, Stovey. I don't want to deal with another big ass monster, so I'll get rid of the Labyrinth Archfiend. Now, unfortunately, he gets to go to battle phase here. But what can you do, right? Alright, so Ogre's gone, which is our biggest monster in the deck outside of the Marincess stuff. Okay, Blue Tang is a great top deck, and we will be using Blue Tang. So we have Blue Tang and a Solemn Judgment. So we have protection, which is nice. So we'll do that. We'll search. Wait, what are we doing here? Send one Marincess monster from your deck to the graveyard. Yep, we want to send the Slug. Special summon. Go Slug for Slug. Send this. Activate this. Activate the graveyard effect. Target the Seahorse. Activate the Blue Tang. Chainlink 2 to chain block a little bit here. We're going to see what we can grab. Actually hit Battle Ocean. Yes, I would love to add Battle Ocean. Thank you. Now I don't have to search it. I can search Dive. And I can summon directly from the deck off of Dive, which is... Our opponent does have something. It's probably some kind of a trap card. But like I said, we do have Judgment for whatever. Now we special summon this. And we'll go with the Sea Angel. We'll grab Dive. We grab Dive this time around. Because why not? We can grab it. We don't have any issues right now with it. We just need to... Like I said, we kind of are in a good spot. He's not activating any monster effects. Special summon from the extra deck. He's not activating any monster effects, but we're kind of in a decent spot at the moment. From the deck, we can summon... This gives us protection. We don't have in hand a monster in hand. This gives us a little recursion. I think I don't want... Against this particular deck, I probably... Because he has a Labyrinth and stuff, I probably want this. Destroyed by card effect. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent, so I think I'll summon this. Is actually pretty decent in this situation, so I will special out the Coral Anemone. Yeah, special this out. We don't need to do this. Activate, summon back one of these monsters, probably this one. We'll go with... You can add back 2 with the Marbled Rock, but I think that's later. I think it's better to go for the Coral Triangle right now. We didn't use any other effects, right? Non-water? Yeah, we didn't. So we'll go with this and this. Yes, please. Summon the Coral Triangle. Activate this effect to search. Actually, we'll add back the Blue Tang. Nope, nothing else. We'll activate this to negate a, to grab our trap card to negate a monster effect when we need to. We'll grab the wave. And now we go for the Aqua Argonaut. We'll attach it with 3 monsters. We'll have a fairly large monster here in a minute, which is nice. So we'll summon this. It's already pretty beefy. Add this. This gives us an additional 600, right? Something like that. So we'll definitely go with Coral Anemone. And yes, another card. We don't need to make it like big, because like really, really big, because we got to leave a zone open. And this is kind of like clogging right now. So I think we'll just attach 2. We'll just attach this right here. And we don't have to go for the last card. I think it's good enough. No. I think because we need some other stuff. So we'll attack over the Lady Labyrinth. He's finally going to activate something when a monster declares an attack. You can target one monster. Negate the attack if you destroy the selected card. I have to judgment this. I actually have to. Yeah, I have to. I literally have to judgment this. I have no choice. Even though this is the stupidest card ever, I'm like essentially obligated to judgment that card, because then I lose my monster and everything I've worked so hard for if I let that resolve. And I hope he doesn't have something even stupider. Marincess Wave. Let me see what this. Target one face-up monster. Negate that effects. Then if you control link 2 or higher, face-up monsters are unaffected. So if I use this, it gets sent to graveyard. If I don't use this, it gets sent to graveyard. No matter what I do, my monster's getting sent to graveyard, which sucks. I just kind of lose my monster, and he's going to be able to... This is like the worst case scenario. Bro, today's been so bad, bro. Today's been just horrific. I'll be honest with you, that last game was my fault. None of these other games have been my fault. Like, this has just been so stupid. They always have the out to everything I do. If I negate this, I can negate this and then make my monster unaffected. That doesn't help me. But I guess that prevents him from setting something crazy, and he's going to draw the same garbage next turn. But it doesn't actually matter here. Yeah, I'm going to activate this, negate this. That gets booked. I lose my monster. I lose my recursion. I lose everything, pretty much. He's going to special summon a fiend because the monster left the field because of a trap card. He's going to search. And this is all in the battle phase. Again. So triple tactics does nothing at all. He's going to search Big Welcome. Exit the battle phase. Triple tactics is dead as a doorknob. We can activate this to special summon some monsters out. We can make a link 3. I guess we might as well do that. I guess we summon this, summon this. I mean, the issue is we will summon these, but the problem is he doesn't really have... We don't have any recursion, like, at all. We can add some of this stuff back, but I think that I think at this point we just pass. I mean, I don't have enough life points to really compete. He's going to flip this, it's 29. He's going to flip this, it's 3,000. All he has to do is just attack, and I can't do anything. Like, literally all he has to do is flip his monsters. Because that's 75. My monsters don't have enough. This is another, like, idiotic loss. It really is. This is just another really annoying loss. Alright, so we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent chose to go first, but they just passed. Okay, fair enough. We have a hand, so I guess we just... Unfortunately, our hand is maybe worse than his. We have Judgment and 3 hand traps, but... I mean, I guess we have hand traps. We could definitely play the game. And we have Lightning Storm, so... We just need him to actually do something. For some reason, he just straight passed. I don't know why he passed, but he passed. I'd love for him to set some stuff, because then I can actually play my Lightning Storm, and I can finally, 100%, finally resolve my Lightning Storm. Kashtira Ogre, I'm happy with that. That's always good in these situations, so I guess we'll start with Lightning Storm on his back row. We do have another Lightning Storm now, so we'll hit the Lightning Storm, Imperm, I'll take that. Definitely will take that. We will summon out the Kashtira Ogre. We can technically, if we want to right now, we can go Instant Contact And then special summon. We can go instant contact if we want to and go into like Nightmare Phoenix. Like, yeah, there's no point for that. So we'll just go to battle phase. We'll save our hand traps. I don't think that really is really beneficial in any way. These are going to scoop. Okay, finally we get a win this episode. This has been easily one of our like worst situations so far. Okay, let's open up two master packs. Honestly, I think Marincess... I keep going back and forth. Our best deck is the rank 4 Marincess, and realistically, it's stun. Even though sometimes we get really unlucky, those are our best 3 decks. Pile Arm Dragon's actually a decent card. Send Other One Wind, special summon this card, or a level 7 or higher dragon. Yeah, this card's not bad actually. We've got Appliancer. I don't think I can really use those. Wizard, thing, whatever, Knight. And then we've got some more supers here. We have Fabled Grimo, which we already have. Silent Swordsman. I don't think I can use this. Tributing a Warrior Monster. Gains 500. Spells activate, negate the activation. This is actually not terrible. Just summon it for free if you control a warrior. It's not actually a bad card. We have warrior piles in the past, so it's not the worst card ever. And then we'll see again here what we get. Another holo. Potentially. It's a glowing pack. Like I said, I am a little bit... Sometimes I go on these losing streaks and I get a little frustrated and they make even stupider plays, but Dark World, Deskbot, Celestial, Power Stone Sync, Power Sync Stone is really good. It's like... I keep pulling these like insane cards for our anti-meta deck, but then you witnessed what happened today. This card is really, really good. I mean, it's a really, really good card, yeah. Each time a monster effect is activated, you get a counter. When 2 counters, neither player can activate the effect of monster effects on the field. I mean, this is really good. This could probably be in all of our decks, if we're going to be honest. Yeah, this could probably be in every single one of our decks. It locks our opponent down to Bestiaria. It's just so random. I didn't even know that was a super. This seems like a legacy ticket super, not even like one of these supers. But this is actually legitimately good. I could probably go in every one of our decks, basically skill drain, depending on how you use it. All right, so we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent is playing Abyss Actors. So I'll be honest with you, I have not played against a lot, but by the looks of things, that sucks. You know what? I actually think it still might be worth it to summon this Cashier Ogre, because then I can reset the top of their deck. I actually, even though they did max, I think it's worth it. Do I summon this dude to do a little extra damage? 800. I don't know if that's even worth it. Yeah, I mean 800, and then yeah, I mean I guess it's 800 plus 3 interruptions. I guess we'll go to battle phase. I'm not gonna special summon anymore. I guess we'll activate Cashier Ogre. We'll try to fix his hand here. Abyss Actor. Okay, well I'll have to actually read these real quick. Alright, so this is a pendulum, scale, perhaps. This is target 1 Abyss Actor monster you control, special summon Abyss Actor from your deck, then target a monster, destroy it. So they have to have an Abyss Actor already in order to use this. This card is a scale. This is good, but this is good. They're both like really good, I think, so I think I'll just banish this one. I'll risk him having that, so I'll just attack with these 2. And I'll set 2 Fiendish Chains and pass. I think that's probably the best thing that I could come up with. I can't really do anything else. I'll set 2 Fiendish Chains. I could have potentially gone a little further and gone into the Link 3, but again, I'm under max C, and I'm not... I don't want him to be able to get even further. Pendulums are dangerous. If you give them too many cards, they really become really, really good. So I don't want them to be able to do that. That's when they become very scary. So they have Sassy Rookie there. And then of course they have the Abyss script. So I guess I gave them the Abyss script. But it's fine. So they have to reveal 1. This deck is very intensive. Like you have to reveal 2 different cards. Like no wonder this guy passed in the first turn. I have 2 Fiendish Chains. I hope that's enough. I don't know if it will be enough. I have 2 Fiendish Chains. We'll see if it's enough. Yeah, we'll see if it's enough. I'm not sure. So to make the Link 1, the Director. Does this have a target 1? Yeah, this doesn't have an effect on summon, but he does have an effect eventually. It's one of those decks that's just, you play against so... I'll be honest with you, I've played against it, so I probably can count on one hand how many times I've ever played against this deck. Like, it is such an uncommon deck. I know it, like, makes me destroy his stuff. It's something of that nature is what this deck does. Ghost Bell. Not usable in this hand, but okay. Yeah, I think we should go to battle phase and try to do some decent damage. Again, I don't really want to go into the larger monster here. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to, so we're going to go 5 cards deep. Reinforcements, Abyss Actor, Twinkle, Moss, yeah. Wild Hope. I don't even know what really... Fiend. I don't know what this is even searching. I'm going to go with the Twinkle card because it's just released the most recently that I can remember. So we'll just attack over this. I really don't know what our opponent's doing here. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't really know what they're really playing or what's really being accomplished. Again, it kind of sucks that we can't really do more. Do they have any waters now? Like, we can't do more than we are already doing, and we can't really get into a Marincess. I technically can get into the Marincess Link 3. That's really not helpful right now. The Link 2. I can get into the Link 2 special summon, go to the Link 3, and I have Marincess Wave with a Link 3, but I actually don't think that's better than what we have now because we have a stronger attacking monster. At least it'll make these two usable. Right now we have these 3 cards as our interruptions. We could technically give away the Kashtira Ogre and then have an additional interruption with the Link 3. But the Link 3 right now can't even search. So that's kind of a problem. They're going to use the Abyss Playhouse for Abyss Playhouse. Even though none of those effects were on activation, they're going to scoop. That was I don't know. Somebody can tell me. I don't know what, that was not good gameplay. There's just no way. You know what? Maybe they just got the deck. Maybe they just got the deck. It was a lot of foolishness there. Okay, this is what our opponent's playing. 60 card, Abyss Actor. You guys can tell me whether this looks right to you or not. It certainly did not look right to me. They've got the reinforcements. I'm not even sure what this is searching. I don't know if I'm like seeing things, but I swear to you, I don't see a single warrior in this entire deck. So what they're searching with that, I don't even know. I seriously don't. I don't know what they're searching with that. Okay, let's open another master pack here. So far they've been glowing. The Power Sync Stone's been cool. So we pulled some good stuff, even though we had like a really rough start. It's like the worst possible matchups you could probably like imagine. Magna Reverse is decent for rock deck. Synchro Rumble's cool. Shadow Knight, sure. And then let's see what the super rare is. Another one? That's crazy. We just pulled a playset of this. Last episode, we pulled 2 of these. 2 of these. And now we pulled another one. This card isn't, like, bad. You just need a lot of Magna Warriors. But it's, like, a decent card. But to pull 3 of them is just absurd. 3 of them in 2 episodes, and it's not like we're pulling, like, this, like, common. Meanwhile, we've been hunting for Clockwork Knight for hundreds of episodes. Arcana Force, another copy. Wrath of Neo, Subterra, Eternal Soul, and Heretic Seal of Ashes. Okay, we lost a coin flip. And our opponent's starting with DPE. Most likely. Unless they're more creative. They fuse from hand. That's good. That's good. We've got Malicious and Dasher. There's no Celestial. But that means they're playing probably Heroes. She's going to try to extend further. Yeah, they're probably playing Heroes. I do have Ghost Spell, so... What does Ghost Spell do against this matchup? Maybe Miracle Fusion. That might help us, but I don't even know if they can really Miracle Fusion anymore. They can only summon Dark Hero monsters. So, I think at best if you open with Fusion Destiny, it's usually going to be... Yeah, I think usually it's going to be maybe Darklaw. I mean, DPE in itself is like already like really good, so we'll have to see. Yep, they're going to summon Vylon. And they're going to send probably Shadow Mist. I don't know what it... Like, Ghost Spell's one of those hand traps. It's like... It's so good in theory. But it just, like, for us, I swear to you, it just, like... we every time we have it, it's just, like, never comes up. But like, it is on paper a good hand trap. It honestly is, but it's ash for the graveyard. But every time we have it, it's like it just becomes a bestial against a water deck. Every time we have it, like this guy's made how many moves? He's summoned. This guy summoned 4 monsters. He's made all of these plays right here, and not a single one of them has even been available for Ghost Spell. Not even like, yeah, not even one like popped up. Hey, do this. Like nothing. That was, and see, that's like, that was a banish, but it was a banish for cost. So I couldn't even Ghost Spell. There's summoned Crusader. This you can Ghost Spell because it summons from the graveyard. So I probably will just Ghost Spell this. Yeah, because just, again, Ghost Spell is one of those hand traps. Like you just Ghost Spell the first thing you can. He's so deep into his combo, I don't think it actually matters at this point. He's gonna activate this. I mean, that doesn't change the fact that I'm Ghost Spelling him. So even if he tributes this, which I hope he does, thinking he's dodging Ghost Spell, never mind, he's tributing that. But I mean, it doesn't actually matter. The Ghost Spell's still going through. It's not like I effect Veilered him, then he would have dodged it, but it still gets Ghost Spelled. Alright, he's going to go for a poly. I'm not even sure what into, honestly. Again, it's just Dark Heroes, and I guess that's when he realized that he probably had to fuse away his Phoenix Enforcer. I don't know what went wrong there, but truthfully, I don't care. I'm going to go open some packs. Okay, time to open some more Master Packs. That game, yeah, I don't really know what happened. I don't know what he did. He probably didn't realize he Dark Locked himself. He was trying to go into probably Sunriser, realized he couldn't. Had to fuse away his monster. I don't know what happened. Another Gladiator Beast, cool. Kawaki Meru, Ice Barrier Defender, and Banisher of Radiance is great. Is a really good card in our Stun deck and our Fairy deck. This is good in both of those decks, except for when you get paired up against Kashtira. But other than that, in theory, that's a good card. But with today's crazy matchups, I don't know. I don't know. But that is a great card. He's actually good too. He's like one of the better birds. This is like, yeah, this card's really good. It's good in Fluenderees, and it's the best card in its own archetype. This card's really good. Iron Call is a good card too. I mean, if you control a machine, turn machine your graveyard, special summon that target. Also a good card. Silva, off the ban list. Dark Scheme, contract with Exodia. Rika Petal's really good. Cyber's Quantum Dragon's really good. You know what? For a day that hasn't really gone that well, and it's my fault. This is my fault. I did misplay. This is actually a really good poll, and this, can't use it yet, but this is actually a really good poll. But we've actually had some really good polls. Yeah, we actually have. Okay, this deck plays a ton of hand traps, and honestly, I'm kind of considering playing the Cyber's Quantum Dragon, because it is a generic level 7, and while you control Link monsters, your opponent controls cannot target monsters you control for attack, except this one, so it has that effect. And then during the damage step, you can, when this battles, you can return an opponent's monster and then basically attack a second time in a row, which is kind of cool. But he's always been a really, really strong card. He just he's got very power crept very, very quickly. He came out, he was an ultra rare, he was kind of good, and then he just went nowhere. So we definitely could use him, especially in a deck that uses as many links as this, but the extra deck space here is kind of tight. Like, I don't even know what to really get rid of, because like, this is, a lot of this stuff's important. Like, oddly enough, I think it's actually the Water Charmer that's like, I've never used this card. I've never ever used this card. No one plays water but me whenever I touch this deck. So I kind of want to get rid of this. Like, I've never summoned it. This seems like a cooler card. There's been so many situations where we draw like a Tenyi and a hand trap, and we're in like this slow down game state, and I can't do anything. So that seems like a card that we could definitely try. All right, to update this deck, even though it sort of betrayed us today, well, it's not the deck, I guess. It's not the deck's fault. I think this card's really good, even in this deck. I mean, this with a Moon Mirror Shield beats the majority of meta decks, right? If we pair up against Blue Eyes, we win. If we pair up against basically anything other than Monarchs, Kashtira, Labyrinth, and Sky Strikers. As long as we don't pair up against those decks exactly, this card is like really, really sick. Even against Sky Strikers, it's kind of sick, but they can kind of just search the out. So this card's really good. And then that Power Sync Stone is another conversation. This neither player can activate the effects of face-up monsters on the field, except also the effects of all face. So it's kind of like skill drain. I don't know if this is good in this deck. I kind of have to see. It might be good. I don't know if it's good with a barrier statue on the field. I don't know if it's good with a fossil diner, because they could summon twice and then use this. I mean, it is a floodgate. Regardless, we'll discuss it later. We'll save that for now. I'm not going to be using this deck today anyway. And then definitely we got to look at the counter fairy deck, because I think Banisher of Radiance is really good. It also is kind of added versatility too, because the Banisher of Radiance gives the Condemned Witch even more versatility now. Like, because Condemned Witch before was Condemned Witch used to be able to... Actually, no, never mind. This is a level 3, and this summons only a level 4. It's not up to level 4. It's not level 4 or lower. It's specifically a level 4. So that's why I can summon all of these, but it actually cannot summon Banisher of Radiance. But I still think this guy is pretty good. Also, for this deck, I think Time Tearing is actually really good in this deck, too. I know we haven't updated this in a while, but Time Tearing is actually a really good card. Damn, I keep clicking the wrong... There we go. Time Tearing Morganite. This might even be good too, because this technically you can activate 2 monster effects, and if we, like, our opponent activates something, like, this deck doesn't activate that many monster effects. So what we can do is, like, we activate this, or we don't activate this. Well, yeah, we activate this in this, like, standby phase, and then our opponent, like, normal summon something. We summon Condemned Witch, tag it out, and then we basically... Condemned Witch is one of the activations, and then we basically just summon Aura Paragon, and they don't have any monster effects anymore. Because they activated their effect, we activate our effect, and there's no more monster effects left, so it's actually not bad. So this might be pretty decent in this deck. I'll try it out. And then also Time Tearing Morganite. I didn't realize all these cards had time in their name. Alright, there it is. Time Tearing Morganite. Oh, I already had it in there. Yeah, so this card is obviously very good in the counter fairy deck. Okay, we lost a coin flip again, but the hand's pretty decent. Again, we one hand trap generally isn't good enough against meta decks, but we're kind of in platinum, mid-platinum. This isn't... DD Crow's not bad, but it really depends on what they have here. But DD Crow's not bad in this situation. 14 card extra deck, by the way. Why? Nobody knows. We'll have to see. DD Crow's not bad. I'm probably going to use it on Maiden. And that will... shrink his combo. I'll see where to use it. I mean, the cool thing about DD Crow is you could use it pretty much anywhere. I could save it for late. It's not like a Bisteel. Use it whenever the hell you want. So they're gonna... Okay. Primite Roar is interesting. That lets him summon the blue eye. I don't know why he went for that. Yeah, this is... Okay, this is fine. This guy's weird, so... Dark Magician. Okay, that's why. Okay, he's playing Dark Magician. That makes sense. I was like, why is he... So he's not playing Blue Eyes. This is actually... This is better for us. It's crazy that he actually went for Dark Magician, though, instead of... I mean, not for Dark... he went for Roar instead of Drill Beam. When he might have Drill Beam already in hand, that's why. But again, Drill Beam doesn't stop Crow. Okay, this is it. Okay. That was quite disappointing. That's a great draw. Not with the damn Shathanas, but it's a great draw. But it's... I think this is better than the Shathanas. Actually, no, because I could summon... Technically, I could summon 2 Shathanas. Because I could summon Shathana, turn it into a Link 1, summon another Shathana. This I could just summon by itself, but I think this is better in this situation. This guy did pretty much nothing, so I actually think this is better. And then we'll go the Marincess route. Yep, so we'll special summon out Slug. The Seahorse is actually quite good. We do have the extra water extender. I don't even know if I want to use the extra water extender, but... Our extra water extender being, of course, the Cashier Ogre. I don't know if I want to just, like, link that away. This guy's kind of good. I might have to do this without him. So we'll do that. Special summon this back out again. And summon Sea Angel. Activate this effect. Grab... Do we have enough to do stuff with the Battle Ocean? I think we do, actually. So I think we just grab Battle Ocean. It just gives us a big-ass monster, if anything. We do have some conflicting stuff going on in our hands, but we still have more interruptions, so that's nice. If we wipe his board, he has Roar, so we have to kind of be careful about that. Because he can do something with that, so we'll use these two. Summon Coral Anemone. No need to do that, although we can't. There's no point to chain block. We wouldn't be chain blocking anything. And we activate the Corlin enemy, like probably the best card in the archetype. Summon this back. The cool thing about this deck is it really does a lot with very little. And I like that about this deck. Like, you can draw one seahorse and you can do all this. It's like kind of nice. Like, the rest of our hand is pretty much dead and like they conflict with each other, but like one seahorse managed to give us all of this, which is kind of impressive. I'll be another other thing. Maybe one of you Marincess players can help me. I actually don't really know when to use the Marbled Rock. I have no, like, it seems like a good card, and it seems like a good pull, and I remember it was a secret rare when it originally came out, but I actually don't really know when am I supposed to use that card? Like, adding back a card, it doesn't seem like it's that great, and it kind of does what Corlin Enemy already does. I guess you use it when you don't need to use this one right here. When you don't need to use Coral Triangle, I guess you use that one. Kind of makes sense. So, we'll activate this, Chain Link 1, and then we'll activate the other one, Chain Link 2. Oh yeah, we'll target this to add back, right? Add this to add back, and then we'll activate this to, because this is not once per turn to like set things back anyway, so might as well just do it. So we'll grab this, and yes, and yes. We'll add all three. Again, we can make the Link 4 here. I don't even know if the Link 4 is really useful. The Link 3 might just be better anyway. Yeah, Link 3 might just be better. Like, the Link 3 might be good enough. Like, I really don't even think I need that. So I'll discard that. The Link 3 might be good enough. I know Link 4, we'd have to get rid of our Kashtira Ogre, and I really don't want to, because the Kashtira is kind of strong. Because it's a spell trap negate, but it doesn't negate and destroy. It just negates. And neither of these really like needed to be negated. So we'll go to battle phase. We'll attack over the Ether Barrel. We'll attack over that. Then we'll attack over the Kashtira Ogre. Definitely want to activate that effect because we want to kind of see what he's got. He's playing Primite Dark Magician, but he's really not doing much. He didn't exactly produce the most impressive thing. We don't want to do that. Yep. And we've got Salvation, gets him Eternal Soul, Red Eyes Fusion. Okay, so what am I scared of here? Red Eyes Fusion, I'm kind of scared of, I'm not going to lie. Salvation gets him Eternal Soul. I don't really care. Primite, Lordly Load, I don't really care about Primite, Lordly Load, because he's got that already in circulation anyway. I'm kind of worried more about this. The Eternal Soul is going to be useful 2 turns later, so I'm actually just more worried about Red Eyes Fusion right now than anything else. So we'll just attack over the Dark Magician. Then we'll go main phase 2, and we'll just set Solemn Judgment. This I can activate from hand, right? Yeah. So I can DD Crow Ether Barrel, but realistically, he's about to draw. Actually, yeah, this would be smart to DD Crow right now. This activates in graveyard, right? During your standby phase, you can add this card to your hand. Yes, I could do that later. And then I'll just end phase here. I'll end phase here. He can activate Roar because he has no field, but I guess not. So he drew Salvation, which isn't a concern. Ether Barrel, I can banish the DD Crow. I can use DD Crow to banish Ether Barrel right now. Although I can, yeah, you can activate that. Although I could have also just banished the Dark Magician, and that probably would have been smarter. I have to banish this now because the effect already activated, so it's going to resolve. But I could have just activated and banished. I could have actually just banished Dark Magician during my turn and then just pass. But I guess this way, Kashtira Ogre does get to activate itself. So I guess we get that small benefit. Yep, so we're going to mill the 5 again, look at what he's got. I don't really care if he adds any of that. The scariest part here is Skill Drain. Alright, I mean, actually, no, because Skill Drain's coming like 4 turns later. Actually, Lordly Load is probably the scariest part. That gets him another, more Primite stuff, and we don't want that. Yeah, he's going to activate Salvation. I'm not concerned about that. I can just negate Solemn Judgment, the other card, if it becomes an issue. Yeah, I definitely should have DD Crow'd the Dark Magician before even getting to my opponent's turn. That's definitely what I should have done. Okay, back to my turn. That's a pretty good draw for turn. That is a pretty good draw. But I know exactly what he's got, and honestly, I think this is game. There's nothing that he can really do. I think we just summon this out, search, or yeah, not search, send. I think this game, no matter what happens here, because I already have 8,000, I'm gonna get this as a free summon. This doesn't actually really matter. I mean, this does the same thing as the other one, so I don't really care. I mean, I could judgment this, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, like I probably will judgment this, get it off the field. It really doesn't matter. Again, I should have just DD Crow, the Dark Magician that was in the graveyard, and I would have prevented all of this. But this doesn't actually make a difference here. So we'll Blue Tang, we'll send. Again, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to wrap shit up, so we'll send that one. We'll special summon this out. And honestly, this is already game on board. I don't really have to do anything else. I don't have to discard, I don't have to search, I don't have to do anything else. I think I'm just going to go straight to the battle phase. I'm going to attack with the weakest monster first, so if he does activate Roar, I can just redeclare with somebody else. I'm going to pay 2,000. I'm not going to redeclare with this monster, I'm just going to redeclare with a different one. Yep, he's going to Dark Magician. I guess he doesn't summon it. I don't even know what that was about. Yeah, he could have summoned Dark Magician, but he just didn't. I don't even know what to say about this guy. This guy was just, and then he scoops. It's like, you might as well get your dailies. Why scoop 1 second before losing anyway? We pulled a tree. And we get 2 more master packs, which is really nice and easy. We've got, yeah, those wins were like, sometimes we get matched up with the most outrageous stuff, and then other games we just like, I think it's the time of day, because I record these over a course of time. I don't record all of them in like one sitting. Sometimes I'll record over 2 days, and depending on what time I play, it's like the matchups are so different. Like sometimes it's what we played against with all of the Kashtira, and then sometimes I play against stuff and it's just like all funny, goofy stuff. We've got Wabaku, that's not terrible. Kawaki Meru and Swordsman, another, damn, all repeats. But that's fine. Building out play sets, so that's cool. Then we've got another pack. This one doesn't seem to be glowing, but neither was the other one. It had a super rare. So who knows? We'll see what this one has. Ignite. That's a good card for rank 7s. That's sometimes a good card. That's like our second, third. I think we have like 3 copies of that at this point. Shura, Infernity Sage. Okay, we just won the coin flip. We'll see if these two are relevant. But we'll start with this because it's special summons from hand. We'll definitely start with this and see what we can do here. Maybe they ash us. Maybe they just imperm us and then we can't do any of these effects. But I guess we'll have to see. They're not ash. They can effect Veiler us. They could do that. Alright, and our opponent just scoops. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. But truthfully, I don't care. And we've got a beautiful rank up there. Marincess just brought positive energy today. We've been really doing well with it. Half the duels have been against, you couldn't, like, some of the worst opponents in the history of this entire show. But okay, this is what our opponent's playing. They're playing Blue Eyes. They had a good deck. They could have beat us. They just weren't mentally active. They have also Dragoon in this Blue Eyes deck, which is insane. They have a Dragoon with Magical Eyes Fusion, no copies of Red Eyes Fusion, no Verte Anaconda. They have a Dragoon that they are summoning off of an unsearchable spell card. As far as I can see, with no way to put Dark Magician into the grouse. I guess Magician's Souls. Yeah, I don't know. He had to have bricked. That's why he left. Okay, 2 more Master Packs. I don't mind if I do. These have, again, our pulls today have been really actually good. It's crazy. Like, we do it well, our pulls are shitty, and then we play like shit, and you know the pulls are like amazing. But today I did actually play like absolute garbage in a couple of those games. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely should have known that my opponent had the card that books all of our monsters face down, the Durama Cannon. I should have known that they had that because I let them add it to their hand with the Kashtira Ogre. I let them take that card, so I should have known that. And then against the Masochist, I should have used the Bestial in the end phase, although to be honest with you, I probably didn't matter anyway. Another Drop Seize is cool. I'll take that. Probably a play set, if not 2 copies. There's no Toad in this game. He's banned, but I mean, it doesn't matter. The thing with Prank Kids is we really need to pull a Link 1, otherwise the deck is just a little too slow to play. Tri-Brigade Fractal's a good card. Lampsies, that's a great card. Again, we just need the Link 1, and then we can really start playing that deck. We pull 2 of this, and it's bad. This is, I think, the only Prank Kid we were actually missing. I think we're pretty much ready to play Prank Kids anytime. I'm going to check it out. But, like, I think we could pretty much actually play Prank Kids now that I think about it. It's just, we'd be playing Prank Kids with cards missing. That's what we would be playing. Okay, let's open up some Legacy tickets. We've got 7 today. Not bad. One's a UR guaranteed. We'll click skip. This is what we've got. We've got Link Male Archfiend, a Link 4 monster, including a Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, and Xyab monster. Okay, I don't think this is ever happening. Okay, so this card's actually not, like, horrific. And it's not actually that difficult to summon. You just need to have one of these. But the problem is that each of these already, like, uses up basically at least 2 monsters. Like, a Ritual uses 3 cards. A Fusion usually uses 3 cards. A Synchro usually uses 2 cards. And this usually uses 2 cards. So you're already, like, putting 2 cards into every one of these. At least 2 cards into each of these. And then you also need 3 other monsters. So you really need 5 monsters to summon this. And this is not better than Crusader Avermax. And this is not better than... It's not better than Crusader Avermax because, I mean, it has one... It can't... Crusader Avermax can't be targeted, period. This can't be targeted by monster effects. So already, like, Crusader Avermax power creeps it. This drops your opponent's attacks based on a monster in your graveyard. Crusader Avermax increases its own attack to get over any monster already anyway. And then if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, banish a Ritual instead. So it protects itself. Whereas Crusader Avermax, non-targeting, shuffle something away. So Crusader Avermax is better in every single way than this card. Like, in every way, it's just completely better than this card. Like, every possible way. We have Black Rose. Black Skull Dragon. I can't believe we pulled. This is a UR. No idea why. I would be so mad if I, like, got this as a Royal. Because it's cool, but it just does nothing. Theonin, the Great Sphinx, way too difficult to summon. And then the rest of these cards, I don't think we can ever use. Okay, this is what we pulled. Let's check. I wanted to check Prank Kids. That's what I wanted to check. Scrolled way too far down. I wanted to check how they were. We have one of Lampsies, and then we have a playset of every other Prank Kids, which is actually pretty good. So now we have every Prank Kids. We have Rocket Ride. We have Weather Washer. We have Battle Butler. We have Doodle Doo. Bow Wow Bark. We're missing this, but this guy's not that important unless we're playing anti-meta. This is, like, kind of important because it lets you beef up your monsters. This is kind of important. It's only a common. We never pulled it, but it's not absolutely mandatory. And then we've got Pandemonium, which is really, really important. This is actually the most important card that we need to pull out of these two. We need these two. We really need this because this just breaks the whole deck. But, like, this is actually really important. This is another deck, like, we're so close. We're like, we really don't need this. Like, it's cool. It's a good UR, but, like, we don't need... If I don't pull, I don't care. But, like, these two we actually need. This you could definitely use because it increases the copy of Prank Kids that you have from 12 to 15 copies. So you automatically... You have, like, 15 starters pretty much in your deck, and then... That's really good. Yeah, 15 one-card starters. None of them are bricks. Like, that would be... incredibly good. We just don't really have that ready yet. La, 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 la.